Hi everyone, welcome to Beadinkrazy Custom Creations. I'm Miss Frances, and I went through I don't know how many different mediums. Hi Miss Natalie. I went through I don't know how many different mediums to color my dragon, and the way I wanted to do it didn't quite turn out. Okay, so I did some on the back. See my chrome color. Yeah, it doesn't stay on, and it doesn't look quite that chrome if you mix it with. I mixed it with. Well, that might actually work. I mixed it with Duraclear gloss varnish. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. I do have my Prism color premium pencils, which I know works on the wood. Hi, Miss Patricia. Miss Patricia, you didn't send me that link for those lights. You didn't send me the link to get those buy some lights for my lanterns. I was gonna order some, but you didn't send me the link. I don't. I think I'm gonna work with colored pencils until I can figure out something else to do. I mean, these prism ones seem to color on the wood quite well. It's just, and I can use my gold and silver Let's Resin Chrome pens for anything that I want to be gold. Thank you. Thank you. I was going to purchase some more so I could make some more lanterns. Oh, and I did get a blessing today from Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie. Hi, Miss Amy. Welcome. I got a blessing box today from Miss Jeannie and Mr. Allen. Now she got me another dragon. Couple more dragons. I got this one. This dragon. He's cute. And if I have one, it's not that big. So I will probably. There's the dragon. Ooh, she got me the dragon coaster. Okay, Miss Amy. There's the dragon coaster. I can't wait to make that one. Yeah, I can't wait to make the dragon coaster. First, you got to make more than one of them, but that's okay. I can paint them different colors. This is a cross. I don't know. I don't remember what was on the cross. I just remember it's a cross. Oh, this is the eagle with the stars and the, it looks like the Marine tags or the Army tags on it. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to do that one. I'll probably have to do more than one of them, but that's okay. There's that one. And then here's the other dragon she got me. Oh, yeah, that's right way up. Pretty cool. Now, I need to put Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie into my blessing jar. So I've got them written up 4 times. And they're going to go over here in my blessing jar. because that's what I do whenever I get blessings. Now, like I said, I tried several different variations of color today, and I just don't have the right kind of paints. So I taped up the crack that's on the back because I'm going to coat the top. Hi, Miss Cindy. I'm going to coat. Hi, Miss June. I'm going to coat it in. See, I took some. You could see it a little bit where I took some chrome powder purple and I faded it into the wood. I just don't know how it's going to look when I pour the epoxy on top of it, because I'm gonna coat it. Now, I like the prism coloring pens. I used it to color something else that I did on wood, and I liked it. I'm just not real sure. All right, we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna get you down, and we're just gonna roll with it. I might have to zoom you in just a little bit. I had some other metallic coloring pens, but I didn't like any of the colors in there. So I thought, I'll just color it with this. I got some other stuff in the works, so I may just color the horns with the gold pen. Oh, dang it. I was going to say, I know I had it open. Just do it pretty slowly. I think this will color it. Yeah, it's going to give it the chrome effect that I want. Here my dog's upstairs roaming around. They'll probably be barking here pretty soon. As soon as I hear the kids in the neighborhood outside playing. Yeah, I'm kind of just going to stay on the horns here. I'm going to stay in between the little lines because I don't want to cover the lines up. I did give it a light sand, rounded off the corners with the sander. I kind of wished I would have moved him up a little higher on the wood, but I didn't, so it is what it is. Okay, I think the chrome's going to work pretty good, actually, for the gold part of the horns. Just try and don't go crazy with it. Try and stay in the little spots. Kind of like it. Kind of like the horn. Get the chrome effect going. Let me get these horns knocked out then. I do like this. I tried different kinds of paints and I just didn't find. I think I might have to get me like some kind of metallic paints. Yeah, because I think I would like that. I wanted it chrome. So I think metallic paints would be maybe a good way to do it. Okay. I had a gold colored pencil, but it wasn't a prism colored pencil, and it didn't really do much for it. Okay, Miss Patricia, thank you. I got it. I got it. Okay. I don't know if that's... Problem is it's kind of hard to see where the horn ends on this. I'm going to call this part of his spine there. And this would be part of the other. Hopefully I get out there tomorrow and get some more of my stuff done in my yard. That's going to be a chore. But I'd like to get some more wood burning done. Not calling for rain. It just said it would be... Says it'll be pretty warm, but I'm not worried about that. Hi, Runick. Hi, Mr. Grumpy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's other kinds of paint you can buy to paint the wood with, but I'm rolling with what I got, so I kind of thought that I would do... Right now I'm just doing some chrome gold on some of the spots that I want to be highlighted. Like his horns, some of his horns anyway. Then I thought I would pour a clear coat of Promise 1 hour epoxy over the top of him and coat him to seal it. So I'm just going to color this all in gold. Okay. I don't know that I'm getting all his horns done in gold, but because he seems to have a lot of horns there. So I don't know whether I'm going to do that or not. I don't really know. Does anybody know what the best kind of chrome-like paint? Ha, got you, dude. Been trying to get you all day. Got you now. I need to know, well, I kind of wanted to use chrome powders, but like I said, that didn't work. They won't, no matter what medium I put them on with. If I put them on with a gloss medium, they didn't want to stick. And I didn't like the way they looked. So I'm just going to roll with what I got here. Hey, Miss Sue. Okay, let's do I have a violet blue. I kind of wanted to do it in chrome blue, but that didn't work. So crummy freaking bugs. I don't know how those little bitty bugs are getting in. They're really driving me nuts. I've been down here most of the day. I've been down here most of the day cleaning, picking up stuff, putting stuff away, because I was kind of tired of, I was really tired of tripping over stuff. That's what reason why I was cleaning the floor up, so I could walk around and not trip over stuff. Because, I'm really bad about, I have everything else pretty organized down here, but I don't organize the floor very well. The floor is usually horrible. I did lightly sand this so it wouldn't be so would I could color on it without it being really rough. So, and I know these work because I used them on one of my other wood burning projects. My gnome. I colored my gnome with them. So, they're working. I got my gold going. I thought about that too, Grumpy. I thought about that earlier, mixing UV with my chrome colors. But then I'd have to, I'm not real sure how well it will cure on wood. And I wanted to be sure to pour a coat over this. So I thought I would roll with this. It seems to be, it's giving it a pretty good color. I mean, you just have to rub over it a few times, but it'll work. It seems to be working. It seems to be coloring it in. And I figured with the colored pencils, at least I could go ahead and pour a clear coat over the top of it. Yeah, I'm sure it does. And I probably will end up doing that on my next piece because I really wanted to use the chrome powders. I really did. But I'm gonna roll with this right now and just see how it turns out. I mean, if I don't like it, then I'll probably have to do another one. Because, that's just me. When I'm coloring something, I'm pretty particular about how I want it colored. And I really, really wanted it to be chrome. All right, we're going to take that and do the lines that use my chrome gold and do the lines that go down his nose. It'll actually give it some highlights anyway. All right, Grumpy. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'll do a little wood coaster and then see how I like it. Because I kind of wanted to make the I was gonna make the dragon like a two-tone. So, I mean, I don't know. But I think the gold will highlight it well. Yeah, I was really thinking about a two-tone. I think these colored prism pencils work quite well on wood. They're pretty, they're more of a vibrant color than what regular colored pencils are. So that's the reason why I decided to use them. And I may make some more of the horns gold, but I think he's turning out okay. I want to use some green, but I'm not real sure what color green I want to do. There's like, I don't know, 4 different colors of green. What's this one? This one is green grass, or grass green. And then this one is a different, what's this one? Apple green. It's hard to read these. I can't read this one. It's already been, they had it at the bottom of the pencil. It's already been done. Yep, there's several different greens. I just don't know which one I want to use. But, and that portion of him was supposed to be black. Just like the inside of his nose. I think this part is the inside of his nose over here. And then this part here was black. Can't really. I need to look at that pattern there. Let me move my colored pencils out of the way so I can see that pattern. That's teeth. That's part of his nose. That's part of his nose. Right there. That kind of looks like some kind of armor that he has on him. Hi, John. Did I miss anybody else? Okay. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Please hit the like button for me, please. I checked today and I'm like 20 away from 1,000 subscribers. So I'm working on it. I have a whole lot more new followers and I'm so grateful for them. And it's just fun hanging out. Okay. All right, there's some more decorative stuff, like right there. And I did get my stickers ordered. I just customized them and sent them the proof and let them pick the right. I just picked the size and they picked out and sent me a proof to okay. So I okayed them. I don't know how long it'll take them to get them to me, but I did get them okayed. Miss June, I did see your piece that you done for Deland today. I didn't get to see you finish it because someone else popped up in there and was doing a live, so I'll have to go back and finish watching it. Mike was here? I missed him. Doggone it. Well, kind of hard to see everybody in the chat when you're busy working here. Sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to miss you. I swear to God, this little bug is really getting on my nerves. Really getting on my nerves here. I want like a teal color. And I really would have loved to have used my blue chrome and the blue teal on here. For sure. I think I might have to make its teeth silver because I don't know how well white would show up on there. I think the silver would show up better. I wonder if I have a ceramic. Yeah, there's a green there. I don't like that color green. I'm not sure I like that color of green either. These are metallic, cheap from Temu. I don't know. I don't know what color of green to use. I think because I was going to make the front of his like chest hair a green color. I don't know. I don't know which color of green. Hi, Knuckle Busted. I went on his live earlier and he just said he was going to call me crazy, so I told him I was okay with that. I've been called worse. I've been called a lot worse than that, I'm sure. Names don't really bother me anymore. So, I don't know. I'm going to try a few of these in the... Ooh, I'm thinking I like that green better. Darker. Let's try this other dark green though. 'Cause I don't know. Might not. Might want it too. I don't know. No, I don't like that one. I sent Runic out a box today, but I'd like to send a box out to Grumpy too. So Grumpy, email me your address so I can send you a box out. Because I want to send you a box out of something you can make. Something that is probably different than what you've... Well, maybe not. I mean, I know you turn wood, so you probably turned some of these already. I like this green better. I think it'll show up better. Just going to make the front of him here in green. And then the rest can be blue. And a mixture of his horns, which I don't know what I'm doing on all the horns. I might make them all gold, the rest of them, I don't know. It's my dragon, so I mean, I can do it any way I want. This one's mine. I hardly ever make stuff for me. I usually always make stuff for other people. Well, this one I done for me. And I think I have a couple others up there that I'd like to do. Because I've started hanging some of my dragon stuff up there in my dining room. Because, why not? You made it. You might as well display it. So, that's what I decided to do. Trying to get this colored so I can pour top coat on it. Boy, knuckle busting, you sure had a good mess going with that epoxy. You had everything stuck to it. You had a mess there to clean up, didn't you? I was like, oh no. When you start trying to pull off those clamps and they weren't coming off, I'm like, oh no, he glued them to whatever. You got them all nice and glued. Yeah, you probably got... I'm sure you got several people in here that... Somebody else was... Who else was... Uh, somebody else is near you knuckle busting. Um, who else said there? Amy. Resonating art. Amy. I think she said she was by the Lake of the Ozarks. That actually might be part of armor. What is that? Hmm, not sure. But it's down here, so I'm going to give this a green coat. And then stop there. Because I wanted to finish the rest of it in blue. I just wanted there to be a different color to contrast the blue. Okay, let's see. Yeah, small world. I can remember going to the Lake of the Ozarks when I was younger. All right. I need to. Rest of that, I think, is teeth. Mm. Or that is some sort of. Looks like he's got some sort of armor on. So that's what I'm gonna go with. And then I'm gonna mix up some 1 hour promise after I'm done coloring it and coat it. Oh, come on, pen. Stop doing that. That really looks like armor. Okay. I went to buy me a bigger pack of these today. I looked them up. I didn't I didn't realize I'd spent that much on these colored pencils. I knew they were not cheap, but I didn't realize I'd spent that much on them. Okay, so we need to go down further on that horn, I think. I need to find something. Okay. I'll sharpen this again. Could have brought my other pencil sharpener over here. Probably would have helped. Just got to be careful not to break the lid on these. Okay. Hey, Miss Natalie, did you see my comment that I left for you? About me staying off of Temu, and then Miss Natalie told me all about the clearance dragon molds, and I ended up right back on Temu. Yeah, I might go ahead and finish that part of it in gold. And I'll do the rest of the horns maybe in the blue. I don't know. Did you, Miss Natalie? Yeah, I ended up oh my god. I ended up going down that Temu rabbit hole again. I got on there and oh my god, I started seeing all these dragon molds and they were clearanced and most of them were fondant molds, but still they were cute. They had a lot of cute dragons. And I'm like, uh, I got sent down the rabbit hole again. Yeah. I was just joking, Miss Natalie. You didn't force me to do it. I was bored and I thought, hey, let me check out these dragon molds that Miss Natalie told me about. Yeah, that was my first mistake right there. Is even going on their website. Because once I got on there, it's like, crap, Kay. You screwed up. I really have to rub hard on some of this in the wood grain to get the color in there. So I'm going to find me some kind of paints for wood because I love this dragon. But I really would have loved it to have been a little more chrome. Well, that's some more decorative stuff, darn it. Yep, it is. So was that. Dang it. Thought I had all the decorative stuff taken care of. Obviously not. He's wearing like some armor. Alright. I think that's done with the armor. Hi, Kevin. I just decided to just color this in my colored pencils. Since I tried different mediums today and tried to get it to color in and it didn't work. I know the colored pencils work because I colored another one that I did. So, besides, I'm going to seal it. So, now is that, what is that? You got this part. What is this part? I'd say it's more decorative stuff. Doggone it. All right, let's figure out what to do about his teeth. I have a silver colored pencil, but I don't know how well that'll work. Yeah. I'm going to try my silver. I have a small silver one. I got to do something about his eye, too. Okay. Wow. Come on. Damn it. I haven't hardly ever used that one. Not the gold, not the silver one. But it sure don't want to come out of there. Now it'll start coming out in gobs. You wait and see. Because I said something. Yeah, I want to make it shine. I really wanted to use my chrome powders to color it, but I could not find the right medium to mix them with to make it color the way I wanted it to. So, I mean, I know this has worked before, so I decided to go ahead and use it. Use the colored pencils. They're not the cheap colored pencils anyway. I mean, not really. Not at all. So, and then take some black and go in between these. just to make his teeth stand out. Okay, I got his eye, but I don't want him to have a brown eye, so what's this? What color is this? Poppy red. Where's my red? I'm gonna make his eye red. See which one's more red. I'm gonna use this one. Ooh. Oops, I see a spot I missed. God bless it. Where's my gold at? Is that the one I was using? No, it is not. I see a spot I missed. All right, let's get some of this stuff put away and get it out of my way so I can get some epoxy mixed up here. Okay. Okay. That one doesn't go in there, but that's okay. It goes in there. Move these out of the way. All right. All right. So markers. Other markers. All right. Darn it. Get in there. Okay, let's put this stuff away. These go in the corner. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way here. There's a cup to mix. I don't need another micro brush. Get this stuff out of my way so I can get a. I'm gonna tape this up. All right, here's what I got. So what do you think? That's true. You could use a torch. Hi, Danny. But I 3D print them. That's amazing, Danny. Yep, that's amazing. Well, that's what he looks like. That's colored. So now I'm going to pour a 1 hour coat a promise on him. So I'm going to tape him up because I don't want... I already taped the crack in the back. I had a crack there. But I'm going to tape the rest of him up because I don't want the epoxy running over the sides of it. So I'm going to tape it up so I can just peel it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just, I don't want it running over. And I'm hoping this will stick to it pretty easily. It doesn't have to be up that high. I don't know why I got it there. Just want to keep it try and keep it out of my hair. Yeah, I think it probably will run over the live edge. I don't think the tape's going to stay stuck to it. I could stick it in there, but I don't think it's going to stay. And let's do this. Oops. It's just so I don't have to peel it off the back if it runs over. Okay. Hi, Tara. In a while, Miss Tara. Haven't seen you on here in a while. How are you doing? How you doing, Miss Tara? Yeah, that will probably run down that side too. There's probably nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. Come on. Yeah. I didn't want it up there that high. Not sure it'll stay stuck very well, but I'm working on it. Hi, Carrie. How are you? I got my dragon colored, and since I didn't really know, I tried different mediums, so I ended up using, I see my live edge is coming loose. I ended up using colored pencils. That's a good thing, Miss Tara. That's a good thing. And you know, I've kept you in my prayers all this time because I hadn't heard from you in so long. And I did see, I did see some posts on Facebook. Oh, come on, stick. Well, I may not even stick it up there. All right. Let's try and get this to stick. All right. I don't really know how much to mix up, so I'm going to lay my mat down. You finish up cake and you sent us on. Okay, so I'm actually going to prop this up on my top coat mat. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I didn't do the live edge. If it drips over that live edge, that's fine. I just didn't want it running over the other place. And I don't know. I get to use my little hand mixer again. Which, you know what? I don't want to use that cup. No, let me use my other mixer. Because I had a hard time cleaning that. That stuff gets really sticky. And I think I will mix up a little at a time and coat it. Because I'm afraid that I'll mix up too much like I did last time. And yeah, it was a mess. And I got my other mixer here I can use. Okay, let me get some gloves and an apron here because I don't want to. Always use your gloves. You usually always use your PPE also, but I don't use mine very much, so. But I am going to put my apron on because I don't want to ruin my dragon shirt. I kind of wished I would have moved him up further, but I didn't, so it's mine. I'll know next time. And it was just one of my projects. Okay, so let's get gloves on. I don't think it's going to take a lot, really. Yeah, brown sugar is good. It is definitely good. It's one of my favorites anyway. Okay, so let's try and just mix up 2 at, I don't want to go over 4. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix up 4. It probably going to be too much, but I went over that a little bit. I don't want to go over. Here we go. Okay. Hopefully this is going to be, I probably could move it over this way a little bit. I want to make sure I got it enough so it's not going to drip off on my table. All right. Here we go. Hi, Miss April. Hey, Kevin. I did you. I asked you if you would email me a copy of that page that you showed Miss June about the different bits. Can you email me a copy of that? I'm gonna say that's mixed up enough. Really. And I'd rather have my other mat over here to lay it on. So I don't lay it down on my other one. Okay. So the next thing I want to get is one of my, I don't know which box. I don't know which box it's in. Not in that one. Trying to find a scraper. Oh, come on. I know I got like 2 or 3 of those. The heck is that? Picture hangers. That's not what I want. I thought I had a scraper, but I'm having a hard time trying to find it. That's not what I wanted. I don't want one that big. Doggone it. I don't know where I put it, I guess. I'm not finding it. I guess I'll do my best with one of those littler scrapers. It's not what I really wanted, but since I don't know where my other ones are, I'll do that too. Not scrapers. Doggone it. Okay, well, we're just going to use this. Here goes nothing. Yeah. Probably mixed up more than I need, actually. I don't really care if it goes over on the live edge. I don't care. It can drip over on it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to the doesn't matter about that edge to me anyway. I just don't want it dripping over the other sides. If it drips over some, that's kind of what the tape is there for. So I don't make a big mess. Should have put a little sparkle in it. Doggone it. Should have put some marabou in there. Some rainbow ink. Stay stuck. Oh, please, King, you're not dying. Poor dog thinks he's dying. Whoops. Dripping it. Yeah, I'm definitely dripping. Let me get something because I don't want to make a big old mess here. I swear to God, if that little bug lands in my fucking thing, excuse me, pardon me for that word, but I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it if it lands in my epoxy. All right, before I do any more, let's hit this. Can't really see. I'm hoping that I don't have any fish eyes, but it's kind of hard for me to see it, whether it's fish eyeing or not. And you know, the wood's going to soak up some of it anyway. I got some holes over here. Maybe I guess I should have drilled them out because it's not really going down in the holes like I thought it would. Alrighty. I hit it with that one more time. Then I'm going to have to find something to put this in because I do not waste epoxy. I think I got one down there that I got partially poured. My tree stump. I'll pour some in it. I can finish it. Okay. There's that. Let me do this again. And torch it again. I did see a spot. It's just where them, I don't know what kind of holes those would be. Could be wormholes for all I know. Doggone it. I just made a mess out of that. Yeah, I gotta hurry because that's starting to heat up. Yeah, I think I may be done with that anyway. Because it's starting to heat and I don't want to I don't want to mess it up. Because it's looking pretty good right now. So grab me something that I can pour some clear in. Yeah, I can always paint the dragon later. Let me get something better to scrape it out with. Something a lot better to scrape with. Yeah, it's definitely starting to get thick now. It's gelling up. Yeah, just trying to make sure I get it. Trying to make sure I get it done. There's a hair or something in it. Yeah, that one's got a bunch of bubbles. I can see it. Give me a stick. Should have sprayed that sucker before I poured it in there. Got lots of bubbles. I don't know if I got any of them out. There's also a piece of hair or something in it. Dang it. Got to keep my hair back out of the way because I don't want to be cutting hair again because I got epoxy in it. Dang it. That's dog hair. I'm trying to get it. I think I got it. I just don't think I got. Nope. And I'm not getting it with that lighter. Let me try this. Okay. All right. Well, now we just got to wait. Hopefully that'll make it all nice and shiny. But I still need to find, I'm going to have to figure out some different ways to paint. Because, yeah, colored pencils worked. Yeah. It worked on there. It's just that I don't want to, I wanted to use my chrome powders. That's what I wanted. Yeah, it was a 1-to-1, Kevin. It's a 1 hour. It's called Promise. It's a 1 hour resin. And you can tell it starts gelling up pretty quick. Yeah, it's a 1 hour fast cure. Now I don't know about on wood. I know I used it on some other projects and it cured up quite quickly. Actually, it started curing. Some of it started curing before I could get all of them poured. So yeah, it cures pretty quick. Dang, I got that crap all over me. I ordered some more SRC, but I could have sworn I ordered white and they sent me black again. And that's not what I wanted because I still had black left over. I'll use it. I'll eventually use it, yeah. But I'll eventually use it. I was a little irritated because they wasn't what I wanted. And it wasn't what I thought I ordered. Oh, shoot. I still gotta clean this paddle up. Man, that stuff gets sticky. Yeah, I'll probably spray it. Some more alcohol. Get that stuff. See, it's already set up on my paddle. It hadn't even wasn't even that long. Doggone it. Yeah. I'll have to wait till it finishes setting up on here and pull it off. Because that stuff is so sticky that when you try and clean it off with an alcohol wipe or any kind of wipe, all it does is just stick to it. Hey, Mr. Grumpy, did you send me your address? Yeah, wood drinks it. I knew it was going to soak up some. I knew it was going to soak up some because I didn't really paint it, so. And I don't really know what kind of wood this is. I don't. All I know is it was a piece I seen in the building that my husband put it in, and I liked it, so I just grabbed it. I grabbed it and brought it in the garage, sanded it down, and sanded it down and used it. So, I mean, at least some of the wood out there is getting used. I mean, there's a lot more out there. I got a lot of live edge wood out there. But you know, I'd love to get rid of some of it. It's just, I don't know what it's worth. And I know wood's not cheap anymore. It's not as cheap as it used to be. So I don't know what to do. Not really. I got a fan running in the hallway. I got a window open over there. And yeah, I can turn the fan on. I got an air purifier up here. I'm not really worried about it. I don't smell it anymore. I mean, I've been doing resin so long that it doesn't really bother me. But I'll turn the fan on though. It doesn't really bother me. I don't notice an odor from this one. Some of them stink really bad. I mean, really bad. But this one, I don't notice the odor from it like I do others. And yeah, most of the time I will mix my epoxy off camera and I'll wear my respirator mask to mix it. But I didn't tonight. I already sent some to you, Miss Runick. I was just going to send him some of the other ones I had left. I mean, there were so many of them that I didn't want to overwhelm you. Because you would not believe how many of those chapstick holders he had. I don't notice this. I mean, I guess I should, but for the most part, I normally do wear a mask. If I put you on pause, hi Miss Stormy. If I put you on pause, then it's because I'm mixing up epoxy. And I'm wearing a mask and I can't really talk to you when I got a mask on. How you doing, Miss Stormy? You buy what off me? All of those chapstick holders? Oh my god, dude. There's another, and there's some big rings that I don't even know what they are. I have absolutely no clue. They're in an envelope, big like rings. I don't, and then there's like some little, they could be like magnifying glasses or for like a magnifying glass or could be for a big kaleidoscope. I don't know. I don't know what he was, like I said, there are so many things out there that I don't even know what to do with. If you know of anybody who wants to make like fancy cutting boards, and I mean fancy cutting boards, because yeah, these are, God bless it, I just stuck my arm in that. God dang it. All right, we're gonna torch that because I just gotta fix it. I just stuck my arm in it. Yeah, I have no clue what they are. And anybody who's interested in making fancy multi-wood cutting boards, I have patterns for them. I mean, he had me purchase these patterns for all these fancy cutting boards that he was going to make. And he's got all kinds of fancy wood out there. Like I said, half of it, I don't even know what it is. Some of it has tags on it, and some of it, I know what Purple Heart is because he made lots of stuff from Purple Heart. So no, he's got Purple Heart out there. But he had blocks of all different kinds of wood out there. And none of them has any names on it. There may still be a sticker on it, but it doesn't tell you what it is. And in the building, I have maple, oak, cherry, and walnut wood that he purchased from somebody. A lot of it is live edge wood, and some of it's not. You know, I don't know. I would have to sit there and figure out, I'd have to measure every piece of wood I had and then figure out how much it's worth and then try and sell it. I just don't know. I don't have that kind of time. There's a lot of wood in there, dang it. I don't want to take all that time to go out there and measure. I don't. I mean, I probably should, but I don't. I don't want to. So, Miss Stormy, what have you been up to? I just been up to this. This is what I did. I had already wood burned it, but right now, and I colored it tonight, and now I have a coat of Promise 1 hour resin on it. So, and it's already getting tacky because I just stuck my arm in it a minute ago, so I know it's sticky. I'll send you some pictures, Runic. I don't know what half of it is. I really don't. And I do want to learn how to use the wood lathe. I do. There's things that my husband loved to do. He was, yeah, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. He loved to carve. He loved to just sit and carve. So, and he would buy, like, okay, Boy Scouts have what they call a neckerchief slide that they use for their neckerchiefs that they wear around their necks for different branches of the Boy Scouts. Well, he loved to buy those blanks and sit and carve them. And he would go to camp and he would teach the boys how to carve their own neckerchief slides. Now, this is one he started, but he didn't finish it. He's got all the feathers drawn on it, but he didn't finish it. I'd like to finish it, but I don't know of anybody who's in Boy Scouts anymore. I do have that lathe and I do want to learn how to use it. And my son keeps telling me he keeps telling me no. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, Kevin. Yeah, I want to get up and running. I want to finish it. Hi, Mr. Deland. Yeah, you need a plan to make a trip to Kansas City, and I me and my boys, when we cleaned that building out or straightened it around, we put all that wood on roll carts because it was all stacked in there and you couldn't get in the building. You couldn't hardly walk around in there. So we just stuck it all on roll carts. There's like 3 roll carts in there, and that's not counting what's stacked up on the walls. There's stuff stacked up there too. Yeah. The lady already had a bench cut out that she didn't finish. Well, my son wants it, but he hasn't came over and got it out of the building yet. Um, uh-oh. Is there another crack there? Yeah, I see some. Yeah, well, God bless it. It's over there. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I didn't touch it there. Start the wood on fire, Kay. Anyway, yeah, there's lots of it out there. All kinds of. I mean, when he bought all those different kinds of wood in the blocks, I know that was what he was planning on using for the cutting boards that he was planning on cutting out. And I tell you what, that dude, you know, he had nothing else to do. He was retired, so he piddled in his garage all day, every day. And he'd had that mini wood lathe since before when we were just living together. Um, so he had it quite a long time before he ever tried to turn anything on it. But then he started making chapstick holders. Yeah, it's a crack right there, Miss April. And yeah, I'm not messing with it anymore. It is what it is. It's a cool looking dragon. So I mean, I wood burned him in there and I colored him with some colored pencils and some chrome colors. And thank you. I'll remember that. I have my heat gun. I just didn't plug it up. And I didn't want a bunch of fish eyes, which I'm going to have some pitting because there was some like wormholes in the wood. I'm fine with that. The wood that he purchased, yeah, all that all that fancy wood, yeah. And Kevin, he bought me he went to a woodworking store and he bought me a pin blank and he had me pour him epoxy pin blanks in multicolors. So I poured him, I don't know how many of them. And he would go out there and he would let it set for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks before he messed with it. He'd cut it in half and make 2 chapstick holders out of it. He made, I don't know how many of them. Everybody got chapstick holders one year for Christmas in their stockings. He made a bunch. He did. But it's something he loved to do. So, yeah, I need to learn to do it. I know he bought all kinds of new fancy tools for that wood lathe. Let's just hope I don't mess any of them up when I'm learning. Because he'll come back and haunt me for that one. Because I swear to God, I had went out there for like 2 weeks in a row looking for our step ladder. And I swear I kept looking for it, kept looking for it. Oh, believe me, I'm putting my hair up. I've had enough with the epoxy crap that I don't know. No. But for 2 weeks, I went out there and looked for that ladder and couldn't find it. My neighbor comes across the street and he needs to borrow a tool. And so I told him to go around to the garage and I opened the garage door. And that stupid 2-step ladder that I looked for 2 weeks was laying in the middle of the garage floor. I don't know how it got there. I don't even know where it was because I couldn't find it. I was like, okay, David, okay, I got it. Yeah. There's been a few things that have happened around here that lets me know his his mama's right after his memorial, we came back and we were sitting in the living room. And his mom's cuckoo clock hadn't worked in months. I mean, it just hadn't worked. And we're sitting on the couch, and that, yeah, he put it out there for me. We're sitting on the couch and we're all watching TV and talking, and that cuckoo clock starts cuckooing. I'm like, okay, David, we know you're here. You're here. So yeah, he's still here. I think about that every time I go out there and take a tool out of his toolbox. Because when I was a kid, my father was a mechanic and a race car driver. So if you took a tool out of his toolbox, you soon learned that you better put it back where you got it. And that's just the way I was raised. You borrowed a tool, you put it right back when you're done with it. So, he'd always be missing something. He'd say, "Did you take it?" "No, dude, because if I would have taken it and used it, I would have put it back in your toolbox. I don't do that." Now, I couldn't say that my boys didn't do that, but I'm saying I didn't do it. Yeah, they would borrow. He would get so mad. They would borrow a tool, and it'd be a while before they'd bring it back, and he would be so mad about it. And it's like, dude, they're gonna bring it back when they bring it back. You shouldn't have loaned it to them if you didn't. You knew that. So it's just the way it goes. Yeah, I was out there one day. I was gonna take some pictures of those blocks of wood because I don't know if anybody would know by looking at them what they are. And they all have, except for the Purple Heart. The Purple Heart doesn't have an outer coating on it. But a lot of those other specialty woods that he bought have a coating on the outside of them. I will. I will. I mean, I got to pick a day where I can actually go outside and wheel it all out of the building and take pictures of it. Because I know there's cherry, I know there's maple, oak, and walnut out there. Yeah, I'd like to know. I don't I don't want a bunch of money for it, but I don't want to just give it away either. Um the bench though, that's my son's. He claimed it. I also bought me that Let's Resin mold, the Angel. I actually made the other night I sit down here and I made a silicone plug for the bottom of it because I want to put a light in it. So I poured me a little silicone plug to put in the bottom so I could put a light in it. Yeah, I will send pictures. I mean, there's lots of it. I'm just overwhelmed by it. You could. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Come on up. Come on up. See what's out there. Because there's a lot of it. Um, I don't know. I guess this lady I don't know what she made out of wood. I know, Kevin. I don't know what she made out of it. I mean, she had all kinds of wood and she sold him, I don't know. I don't know how many truckloads it was of the wood that he got. It's actually in a, well, you know, it's not really what you call, it's kind of like a carport, but it's all closed in and it's locked. It's got a rolling door on it that's locked. So, I mean, it's out. I'm not going to say it's not getting any kind of moisture, but it's not on the floor. It's on a roll cart. I don't care if you all want to drive up here and see what I got. Come on up. Come on up and see. Because it's not doing me any good in that building. It's not doing anything for me. I mean, there's some pieces out there I would use. Now, I do have one of those. He bought one of those fancy engravers. And I don't know if it has the, I know the one they originally bought didn't have the laser. And then he said something to me about it. I said, well, you know, dude, if you want the laser, go back and get the laser. Or take it back and exchange it for one with the laser. I know it takes a computer to run it. I had the programming for it. And I want to learn to use it because I thought, yeah, you know, I could take some of that wood and do some name carving or engraving in it and pour it in epoxy. There's just so many things I could do with it. So I'm like, yeah, dude, come on. So I got a friend of mine that I gave him the software to it, and he's putting it on an old computer for me to put out in the garage so I can learn to run it. Because, yeah, I want to use it. I do. Reading Cape Pride wouldn't be, well, with the trailer, it might be 9 hours. I was going to say I have a lead foot. Yeah, a dragon, I mean, it's got programming for it, so you could make just about anything you want to make. It's just that I need to do some more cleaning in the garage because right now it's a mess. I have an old cherry wood antique table out there that's like an end table, and it's a little deep. So I was going to redo the legs on it, tighten it all back up, tape it off, and pour a koi pond in the top of the table. I Yeah, I have a friend of mine has one of those glow forge. She uses a glow forge, and yeah, I think I want to go see them on Sunday because I want her to do me I have a piece of metal, and I want her to do my Beadinkrazy custom creations in a piece of metal so that I can make a silicone inlay for all my pieces that I make. And that way I can, you know, if I make a big piece, I can just lay this inlay on the back of the piece and then peel it right off, and I'll have my logo already on it. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. I'm glad you guys are there because, you know, I really do want to learn how to use it. I don't know why my son seems to think I can't because I just don't know. I think he's afraid I'll hurt myself, but yeah, I'm not. Oh, you do? That's cool. I looked that one up too. I thought about it. I sure looked it up. I sure did look that one up. I looked that X tool up because I thought about getting one. I did. Not like I need any more tools. I have so many tools. It's ridiculous. I have more tools in that building with the wood that I moved over there because I needed to. My garage is really small and it only it'll fit my car, but with all the tools that were in there, it wasn't happening. So I moved a DeWalt planer, which I decided to keep. I moved it into the building. I moved a big Craftsman bandsaw into the building. And I think there's something else, some other kind of saw in there. I just will, and I have a big air compressor out there too. It's not hooked up, but it's in the building. My husband never got it. He was going to have that. He was going to have them wire electricity into the other building, and he hadn't done it yet. Because he wanted to hook the compressor up in the building instead of bringing it into the garage. Because our garage isn't that big. It's just barely big enough to fit my car with all the stuff he's got in there. I mean, the man has more wood clamps than any person I ever seen. But he's got them all nicely put up on the wall. He went and bought some of that slot wall stuff and hung all his tools up on the wall. So, I don't know. I know I could do anything. I don't know why he was so afraid I was going to get hurt. I mean, come on. And still not enough. That's funny. That is funny. Did you guys see my little my tray video with my little hand crank mixer? That hand crank mixer makes it a whole lot easier, and it didn't using that little mixer didn't incorporate a bunch of bubbles into the resin, which I loved. I loved that. Even though it's hand crank, I still loved that it didn't add a bunch of bubbles. But now I am an affiliate for Resineers, and I have a coupon code for Resineers and Let's Resin and Jdiction. I had coupon codes in my description for all of those. I did BB Craft for a while. I like their stuff, but several different molds that I bought from them, I don't know if it's I want to say it's the way they packaged them, because when I got them, they were all warped. So some of them. And I'm getting ready to do that too. That's going to be drawing for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to do several bags of molds that are gently used. Some of them are brand new. I didn't use them. And I'm going to put so many in each bag and number the bags, and then we'll do a drawing. And if your name is chosen, then I will ask you to pick a number, and whatever molds are in that bag will be what I'll be sending you. Yeah, some have a longer learning curve, and I've been doing epoxy now for, let's say, 4 years. Yeah, there was some learning curve there too. But I've been doing it for quite a while now. I'm not saying that I don't want to get into doing some woodworking, because I got wood out there that I can use, and I can make some stuff out of it, you know? So I'm thinking that might be a good thing. I don't know if this, I don't want to stick my finger in it, because I'm probably, if it's not cured yet, I'll have a big mess from sticking my finger in it. I gotta, Kevin, what I need to do is figure out um, some way of selling some of this extra stuff that I've made, because I got racks and shelves in the other room there that's full of stuff that I've made. Skulls, clocks, you name it, it's candles. And the more hobbies you pick up, the store. Well, that could be true, Runic. That could be true. I seem to have picked up more hobbies than I ever had. I started out just doing, I started out doing beadwork. I have some pretty nice beadwork upstairs that I've done. Um, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Boy Scouts and the Mikase tribe. As you climb up into Boy Scouts, you can get inducted into the Mikase tribe. Okay. My husband was in Mikase. My son was in Mikase. I did my husband's whole costume. I beaded his whole costume for him on a bead loom. I made him his Mikase Indian name was Standing Wooden Bear. So I drew up a bunch of bear claws, and I beaded his whole costume. Good night, Miss Patricia. Love you, sister. Have a great weekend. I'm going to do something tomorrow, but I don't know what yet. Some do take longer to learn. Yeah, I do. I do need to straighten out there. Um, the only tools that are left in the garage is the mini wood lathe and the drill press. The drill press is still out there. Yeah, you did, Miss Tara, and you'll be right in there again, because when I hit 1,000 subscribers, yeah, I'm gonna start doing some. I'm gonna do that drawing again, and give out molds. Now, I think, as of what I checked earlier, I'm at dang it, I'm at 980 now. So I need 20 more subscribers to hit 1,000. So That's what I'm saying. I need 20 more subscribers and I'll hit 1,000. And then I'll do another giveaway and we'll do another drawing for molds. And when Miss Jeannie comes back in town, she's going to help me. She doesn't know it yet, but she's going to help me get some more bags set up and ready. We have some, but I need to get some more set up. I need to make some room. That's what I need to do. So I'll have to set up some more bags and get them ready to give away. Hey, Runick, I asked, I think I asked you, I asked a couple of people, have you ever turned on a wood lathe, have you ever turned some epoxy blanks? Like pin blanks? Because I know what I sent were acrylic. Oh, you are, Miss Jeannie. You are. You just know you are. You are. We're going to go through all those totes and we're going to get rid of a bunch of molds. They're going to go in giveaways. Kevin, do you do any turning on the wood lathe? Yes and no. Okay. Because I still had that blank. I still have, because he bought me that pin blank. And he had me pour him, I don't know how many different colors and epoxy pin blanks. And he would let them set for, sometimes he let them set for a month or more, so that they'd be good and cured and weren't sticky at all. No, he didn't do a full. He cut them down, Runick. He cut them down and used them for those chapstick holders. Yep. He cut them down and used them for the chapstick holders. I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess you could use the whole blank, but he never used the whole one. He'd cut them in half and use half of one for his chapstick holders. He turned out some really, really pretty ones that from the blanks that I made him for chapstick holders for my grandkids. Or for our grandkids. Yeah. He, each one of them's got special colors. I mean, my grandson loves orange. My granddaughter is a blue girl like grandma. And my middle one she likes gold. So I'd pour different variations of those colors and I'd get them poured before so he could let them sit for a while. Pin molds. What kind of pin molds? Like epoxy pin molds? Yeah, I mean, if you're interested, Runick, I can send you, because I don't know that I'm going to make any pen blanks again. I don't know. I don't know whether I would use it. I mean, he bought me one from the Woodcrafter store. When he went out there, he bought me a pen blank silicone mold so I could pour him pen blanks. Yeah, he bought me one. And I don't know that I'm going to use it anymore. I mean, And I almost grabbed that half of that piece off of the shelf and threw it in your box that I shipped you. But I thought, nah, he may not want this. He may not want this epoxy one. I don't know if he's turned any epoxy. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot, Kevin. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff to do. I do all kinds of stuff. Now, I'm kind of behind because I need to be starting on my quilt for my granddaughter. I haven't started it yet. And I have to print all the pictures off on Arnon transfers so I can get started on this quilt. Now, the last time I did a quilt, everybody wanted to see me do the quilt. And I don't know if anybody's interested in me doing the quilt again or not. So you guys got to let me know if you want to see me do the quilt. Because I'll take you step to step. I'm going to cut out my white blocks first. And then I need to pick out my pictures that they've sent me and get them printed off onto Arnon transfer. And then we'll come down, I'll come downstairs and we can do a video on just making the block and doing the Arnon transfers. Is over here with both hands up. You want to see it? Zany, you want to see it? I'm gonna do it. I have to. I promised. I promised I would make her one. Her mother passed away. And I promised that her husband, that I would make my granddaughter a commemorative quilt with her pictures of her and her mom on it. So that I got to do. And I promise. So if you want to see it, I will videotape each step because I found easier ways to do it. I know I still have one of those old quilt racks, but I find it a lot easier to do it a different way. I mean, I was always fighting, okay, I'd get the quilt top made and it would be perfect. And then when it came time to get the batting and the backing together and get it all pinned up, somehow I would end up with all kinds of wrinkles and I would be forever trying to get them out. Well, I figured out a better way to do that. You buy it's kind of like cotton batting. Kind of like cotton batting. So you buy the cotton batting and you sew that on each block before you put it together. So then you've already got your batting in there. You don't have to fight with it when you're putting your back on. It works out a lot. I did that on the t-shirt quilts I made. Yes, do it. Oh, the t-shirt quilts. Whoo, baby. Baby. It's not hard, Miss Natalie. It's really not. On the t-shirt quilts, the thing you need to do is when you make your rows up, you need to select through the t-shirts. Some are stretchier than others. So the ones that are more stretchy, you put them in one pile. The ones that don't stretch so much, you put them in a separate pile. What you're going to do is you're going to get something and pick out, I went and got like plastic Oh, what are they called? Plastic quilting blocks. They're plastic. They've got measurements on them. So you lay it down and you pick out what part of the t-shirt that you want to use. I think they came in different sizes. Cut it out. Yeah. Miss Natalie, I already had one, I think I have one on t-shirt quilts already. Because that's what I did. Just did a spot on quilts for veterans. Well, yeah, I think I already beat her because I'd already done like 3 quilts. When my husband passed, I took all of his t-shirts and laid them out, ironed them, and cut whatever pattern off of them I wanted to cut and sewed them together and made 2 of my boys' quilts is what it ended up making. Now, the other son, I didn't have enough for him, so I made him a Chiefs quilt. And that was a dig because he moved to Georgia and he swears he's not a Chiefs fan. So that was a dig. That's why I sent him a Chiefs quilt. you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Ooh, I can stick my fingers on this. Na 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 na. I'd say it's cured. You want to see it now? You want to see, guys? It's cured. It's all nice and shiny. I haven't pulled the tape off yet, but I can stick my fingers on it. So, and it's not sticky anymore. There you go. Let me zoom you back out. That'll make it easier because we're zoomed in. There we go. That's better. That's better. There you go. Oh, I love it. I love it. That turned out great. I haven't torn the tape off yet, but yeah, I'm good. It's cured. It's cured, everyone. It's all nice and look at that shine. Ooh, baby, look at that shine. I'll be hanging this one on my wall with my other dragon stuff. Oh, yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think it turned out great. It's all nice and cured, and I can tear my tape off now. Thank you, Miss Natalie. Thank you, Renick. Thank you, Miss Jeannie. Thank you, Stormy. I like the way it turned out, and the promise worked great. Really, it cured pretty quickly, and since I taped it off, I don't have all that. I have a little run over up here at the top, but I don't care. That's where the live edge is. It doesn't matter to me. There. Take my tape off. Got a piece of tape right there that I didn't want. I will get it out of there. Yeah, I did have a little leakage through the back because there was a crack there. But that's okay. I don't care about that. I really don't. Now I got to get these little pieces of tape off that stuck there. No. We're not. No, you're coming off. There you go. There you go. Oh, yes. Ah, that's cool. That is so awesome. I love that. I love the way the look. Now, you know what this is? This coloring here? I took some chrome colored purple and I rubbed it into the wood. I rubbed it all into the wood. So that coloring right there is that chrome purple color that I rubbed into it. I like it. I like it. That's going to hang on my wall just perfectly. And I didn't make a big mess. I got a little bit on my top coat sheet, which will peel right off. There you go. Done. Oh, I love this. I got some more to do. I do. And I will probably coat them when I get done with them. Because I like mine coated. I like them shiny. I wish I would have put a little bit of sparkle in there, but I didn't, and it's fine. It's okay. That one's done too, I think. Yep, it is. Kind of bendy. And no, I'm going to leave that one a little bit longer. Yeah, I think I just pulled it loose. Doggone it. I better leave that one a little bit longer. It wasn't quite done. It was too bendy. Too bendy. Okay. Well, I think my next project's going to be the angel. I don't know if that one's finished or not. Because all I did was finish this one off. This is my tree mold. That is like a plant. Yeah, see, it's kind of bendy too. I just got to be careful. I already had part of it poured in black, so I needed to finish it off. That's my tree mold. I love this little guy. He's so cool. I like him. He's even cooler with some bloodshot eyes, but yeah, he is kind of he's kind of bendy on the. I think I will set him upside down and just let him finish curing there, because he is a little bendy and it's becoming a little. I probably should have left him in there a little longer, but I think he'll be fine. I'll just turn him upside down and let him finish. Let him finish curing. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Cindy. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Runic. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Tara. Yeah, he's cool too. I love this mold. I've made so many of these. I sent a bunch to Miss Cindy and Mr. David. Because I made Mr. David his glow in the dark one that he wanted. So I sent it to him. I need to get some more glow in the dark. I'm about out. So I need to order some more. Because I love my glow in the dark. I do. And I like those glow in the dark gemstones that you get from solar color dust too. Next project, I think, if I do it, I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I might not do it till Sunday. I may do it Sunday. I won't do it live though, because Sundays is Miss April's day. So I won't do it live, but I may do my angel. I don't know. Where is Mr. David? I haven't seen Mr. David in here all night. Where is Mr. David, Cindy? Is he in the doghouse? Is Mr. David in the doghouse? Yeah, I got so many crafts that I really shouldn't take on anymore. He just got home. Hi, Mr. David. Yeah, I don't know. I have so many crafts now that I'm afraid to take on anymore. And I'm already going to do that because, I want to learn how to use the wood lathe. Because, like I said, my husband David started turning me a wood bowl on the wood lathe, and he didn't get it finished. It's still on the wood lathe. Well, I want to finish it because he was turning me one of those potpourri bowls, and man, I really want to finish it because I think that would be cool. No, never stop learning new things. I learn new things all the time. Yeah, I want to do some more glow in the dark stuff. I've done a lot of scary stuff. Still now, does it scare him? Does the glow in the dark still scare him now? I mean, I could see it scaring him when he is younger, but not. Hi, Mr. David. Thank you, Mr. David. I'll show you what I did. Um, I think you probably seen my dragon that I wood burned earlier, but there he is. He's all colored now, and he's got a nice shiny coat of epoxy over him. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Come on, Miss Stormy. You can do it. I started out with the wood burning, but I actually do have a flex shaft that I bought so I can do. Yeah, yeah. And he's colored with chrome markers and coloring pencils, is what I colored him with. Oh, yeah, he's cool. And a piece of live edge wood. Yeah, he's cool. Thank you, Mr. David. Yeah, I started out with the wood burning, Stormy, and I've been watching Bear and the Boss Lady, and I bought a flex shaft so I could start doing some carving. I want to finish this carving. That's what my husband did. He started it, but all the feathers need to be finished. And it is a Boy Scout neckerchief slide. I want to finish it. He loved to carve. He did a lot of carving. So I want to finish that. I want to finish the bowl that he left on the wood lathe. And I want to learn how to use it so I can turn whatever I want to turn. Because I can pour all kinds of blanks. And I should have sent you a couple, Runic, because I do have a bunch of pens poured. Epoxy pens that I made. Yep, I got a bunch of them. He's 12. Mr. Kevin, that gives me some ideas. I can make some scaries glow in the dark stuff and send it to you, and you could stick it in his room. I do. I have a lot of scary stuff. I got some little mummy molds. I've got the scary zombie guy. I got a bunch. It is nice to have his things. I just need to learn how to use them. Cheers, Vernick. Cheers. Tonight's fireball night. I don't drink any night but Friday night, so I figure I'm good. Puff puff cheers. You got it. Yeah, I don't know. I want to learn to do so many things. I just hope I just hope I have the time to learn it all. Because that's a lot of learning. I do know how to run a drill press. I've done that before. I've helped him with the drill press before and ran it. I've done the wood planer. I've done the bandsaw. I ran a jigsaw and a skill saw. And I'm about to run a chainsaw. Because I got lots of walnut back there and I need to cut it down so I can burn it. You know, you got to cut it down so it fits in your fire pit so you can burn it. Because I want it to go bye-bye. That's my chore for tomorrow. For part of the day tomorrow is cut some more of that walnut down so it'll fit in my fire pit and get it started burning. Likes the sledgehammer. What the sledgehammer? That's a pretty good tool. That's a pretty good tool. I've never ran a chainsaw. Glow in the dark eyes didn't go over well. I've made some pretty scary glow in the dark stuff. I have. I just got to get some more glow in the dark. Because you know, certain colors that they give you that they say glow in the dark, they don't glow very well. Congratulations. Tell him congratulations, Stormy. I only drink 1 day a week, so I'm good, but I totally understand. I had a stepfather that was an alcoholic, and I do understand. That little bug. I am going to kill that little bug. I just need him to get off my laptop so I can swat you. Get off my laptop. I had 2 of them down here today. I killed one. I killed 2 of them. So I must have more than 2. I don't know where they're coming from, but it drives me nuts. Don't burn it. Yeah. I hate them stupid. Don't burn the walnut? Well, then you got to come and get it, Kevin. I'll send you a picture. Send me your email address. I'll send you a picture. I got some big pieces of walnut out there. And I am going if someone doesn't come get it, I'm going to burn it cuz I want it out of my yard. Don't burn it. Well, you you know what? If someone had a sawmill and they could saw it up, it would probably make some beautiful stuff. But I don't have that, and it's I'm tired of it being there. I'm honestly tired of it being in my yard. And they're getting ready to take some more walnut branches out of my walnut tree, and they won't take them away. They're just going to drop them in my yard. So I'm going to have more. I know walnut is gorgeous. It's gorgeous wood. I agree. But what do I do with it? I mean, I have lots of it. And they're going to drop some more branches out of my walnut tree out there because they're over the power lines. So then I'm going to have more walnut than I know what to do with. So yeah, I agree. Walnut is a gorgeous wood. It is. And I don't want to burn it, but I also got maple out there too. Because my husband had him take a big maple tree down. And it's been laying in my yard. And I had a friend of mine come over and cut it up for me. And so I've been waiting to burn it too. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know, Miss Natalie. They're not real big pieces of walnut. Yeah, walnut is an expensive wood. It is. And they're about to take like 3 or 4 more limbs out of my tree. And they won't take them away. They're just going to drop them in my yard. And so I'm going to have more walnut than I know what to do with. Runic is on the highway. Come on. Hey, you can take all that wood that you want out of my backyard too. If you want it, take it. I don't know what you'll do with that walnut unless you find some place that'll cut it down to the lengths you want it cut. There's some pretty good size pieces out there. And I hate to burn them, but I really don't want to leave them in my yard anymore. I want them to go bye-bye. I really do. I mean, I'm trying to clean my yard up. I want to get it re-landscaped because it's washing out down towards my fence. And I really hate burning walnut. I really do, but there's just too much of it out there. I'm sure milling shops make all kinds of money. And now, with wood being so expensive, I'm sure they're making all kinds of money. So, but I mean, I I listed this. I listed the maple tree. I listed the walnut pieces on Facebook Marketplace. Said free firewood. All you got to do is come cut it up, haul it away. No one ever contacted me about that wood. No one. So I mean, I got to do something with it. And I'm thinking that leaving it out there is not it needs to go. I know, Kevin, if you could come get it, you would. And I wish that you could come get it because I just want it gone out of my yard. I'm sure my son is tired of mowing around the stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's still a little bendy. It's a little bendy. It's still a little bendy, but can you tell what it is? It's a dragon. It's got a lot of bubbles in it, unfortunately. It got lots of bubbles, but it's cool. It's cool. I have a table saw and I have a planer. Now, just to let you know how much my husband was into woodworking. He went and bought him a saw stop, 36-inch saw stop table saw. And he had the planer. Yeah, well, I don't have the saw stop anymore. I sold it because, yeah, that's a dragon coaster. Yes, it is. It sure is. It is a dragon coaster. Miss Jeannie and Mr. Allen sent it to me, but it's got quite a bit of bubbles in it. And it's still kind of bendy. But it is a dragon coaster. Yeah. I will be coloring that one. I'll be pouring more for sure because Miss Jeannie's going to want a set of coasters because she's the coaster queen. She's got to have coasters and coasters and coasters. Yeah, well, I got to do something with it. I mean, right now, there's nothing the city can do to me with that wood in my backyard because I have a privacy fence and they can't see over the fence. And the only way they'd be able to see is to put a drone up. And I don't think they're allowed to do that. So, who on them? Because they used to get me all the time. Yeah, I could make money if I had a table. I don't have it. Well, there's a table saw out there right now that belongs to my son. It's a rigid table saw. But that's another thing I've never used is a table saw. I have helped my husband cut stuff on his table saw, but I've never used it. And, I don't want to jack up his table saw. Good night, Miss Tara. Love, hugs, and prayers to you. I'm still keep you in my prayers, Miss Tara. I hope you are getting better, right? You are doing better. Please tell me you're doing better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying I can't use a table saw. I'm just saying the one that's out there doesn't belong to me. It belongs to my son. So, and if anything's gonna be ran on it, it'll probably be him doing it. And yeah, I would love for him to cut some of that walnut up. I'm pretty sure I could make some pretty cool. Good night, Miss Tara. Love you, sister. I keep you in my prayers. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, I'm not saying I can't use it. I'm just saying I never have used one. I could do it. If I can run a drill press and a planer and, a drill and a saw, a skill saw, then I could run a table saw. It's not mine, and I don't want to do anything without, him being here because it's his saw. It's not mine. Yeah, I just seem to have lots of stuff and I really hate to do something with that walnut, and I may cut some of it down so that I can carve me a wood spirit out of it. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. And I might take you up on that because I need to know how to use these machines so that I can use them for what I want to use them for. And my husband was the one that always did it. But I would like to learn to use them myself so I can make my own pieces. I got so many projects around here that need to be taken care of. And, I rely on my sons because that's what they told me. Mom, don't stress over it. We'll take care of it. That's what they told me. I finally have my deck finished. Finally. It's done. Except for the treks on the stairs. I told them not to worry about the stairs right now because the stairs were just recently put up. They're nice new wood. Leave them. Leave them. Just put my rail up. That's all I care about. So my truck's deck is up. My rail going down the stairs is up. And I have a brand new canopy out there in that shed. You're very welcome, Miss Tara. I love you, sister. Take care of yourself. Okay? I'm still keeping you in my prayers. Hi, I got you, buddy. That's 3 now. I got 3 down. Hopefully, no more to go. Yeah, I'm gonna do some cutting tomorrow, I think. Outside, the temperature's not supposed to be so hot tomorrow, so I either got to go out back and cut some more firewood up for my fire pit, or I got to go around front and straighten up my flower bed. I need to thin it out. I got way too many daffodils in there. I started out with 6 and they've kind of like taken over the whole flower bed. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I know I can. I can. And I have lots of other projects planned. But I think I'm gonna, and tomorrow I think I'm gonna do my angel. Thank you, Mr. David. Tomorrow I'm gonna do my angel because I made myself a silicone plug for the angel so that I can set one of these candles inside her and light her up. So, plus I have some more silicone molds I want to make. I found all these little, yeah, I found these. I think my mother-in-law gave me these one year for Christmas. And they're little pewter animals. Here's a little teddy bear. I got a little mouse. I got a little kitty cat. And I got a little puppy dog. And I'm thinking I need to make silicone molds out of them. So I will be setting them up to pour some little silicone molds out of those, because I'm sure I could find a project I could use them in. Yes, my son probably does need to learn. I mean, I don't think it's anything he's ever. I mean, I know he's cut on it. They did that when they were working on my deck. Because, you know, I love that my husband was. He was such a carpenter. He was such a carpenter. Not only did he have the last name of Carpenter, he was a carpenter. Someone told him that when he went and purchased the Trex deck, the guy told him, he said, "Well, how you gonna do it?" And my husband said, "I'm gonna do a herringbone pattern." And the guy told him, "Oh no, you can't do a herringbone pattern with this stuff." And my husband said, beg to differ. Okay, so that being said, he had started the deck. He had started the deck in a herringbone pattern, and he had most of it put up. Just the ends were the spots that had not been put up yet or tacked down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Then he passed away. So my sons took over, and they're like, "Mom, we don't know what he was doing." Good night, Miss June. Love you. We don't know what he was doing, Mom. We had no idea. So, in order for you to get a deck, we're going. How do you feel about a hardwood floor? I said, I don't care. I know that he evidently was off somewhere on on both ends. And he was left them because he needed to figure out how to finish or where he was off at. And then he passed. So I told my boys, I said, "No, I just want a deck. I want a deck that I can walk out on and I don't have to worry about falling through. And I don't have to worry about my dogs falling through it." So they said, "Okay, Mom, we're going to tear this up and you're going to have a hardwood floor. It's going to look like a hardwood floor." I don't care. Put it up. Oh, let me write that down, Miss Stormy. Let me find my pen. What'd I do with it? I had a pen earlier. Dang it. Where'd I put it? Dang it. There it is. Find something to write on here. What's it called? STINNETT sticks. I got it. I got it. I will check it out. I will check it out. Hey, Miss Natalie. Are you still here, Miss Natalie? Miss Natalie, yeah, I make silicone molds. Yes, I do. I make big silicone molds. Big dragon head silicone molds. I make silicone molds. Miss Natalie, I remember one night on a live we were talking about silicone mold. Oh, God bless it. Hold on. We were talking about these one night on a live. They're Les Resin sends them to you, and they're for making silicone molds. Now, you got several different sizes. Comes in with your silicone. I had a bunch of them, and then they send you this little tool to. And I think you said you wanted a set of them, but I can't remember. So that's what I'm asking you. Do you want a set of these? Now, I set some out for Miss Coral too, but I haven't talked to Miss Coral in months. So I don't know what's going on with her. They look like cookie cutters, but they're to make silicone molds. They're to make silicone molds. They came in with my Let's Resin silicone mold making kits. So do you want a set of these? Because I will send them. There's a square set and there's also a round set. And I have them set out, so I must have been going to send them to somebody. And I thought you were one, and I know Miss Coral was one. But they have those, and then they have the and then you can get like a round set. Here's the round set in different sizes. And in each kit they give you this cuticle like tool. So do you want a set of them? Because I'll send you a set. I'm trying to clear some stuff out. And okay. You want the round or the square? Or both? I don't care. I was supposed to send them to Miss Coral, but I haven't heard anything from Miss Coral. And I've tried to call her, but she hasn't answered my calls. So I'll send you a round and a square if that's what you want. I don't care. It's just I have 2 more silicone kits over there, and I know they got the same thing in them. So I have an overabundance of them, and I'm trying to send them to somebody else that will use them. Okay. All right. I'm gonna write you down for it, Miss Natalie, so I can send it to you. Put Natalie wants, or Natalie will take. Because if I don't write it down, I will forget. I'll remember I talked about it, but I'll forget that I was supposed to send it. Silicone mold kits. Yeah, I bought 2 of those silicone mold kits from Let's Resin, and I can tell you that I haven't been able to use them on anything that I've made. All of my kits have been way too big to use those kits. Way too big. And yes, I do make silicone molds, Mr. Kevin. So what are you wanting a silicone mold out of? Let me know. Because I do make them. So, I mean, and I did see Miss Wanda's last video, and God bless it. Are you kidding me? How many of those are there in here? Fuck. Excuse me. I've killed 4 of them today. Stupid little things. Dead now. I can add them to gift bags, Miss Natalie. I'm gonna be making gift bags up here soon. Like I said, I only have like 20 more subscribers that I need for 1,000. Now my watch hours aren't even close to being monetized. Yeah. I think you have to have like 3,000, 4,000 watch hours. And I don't have that. I'm pretty sure that nobody watches my videos to the end. So that's going to take quite a while, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm about to get all my stuff out and have. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of sets there, Miss Natalie. But you can send me some more, and I'll put them in a gift bag. Because I'm cleaning out a lot of them now. Yeah, I don't know. I will clean out some of my dragon molds, but I'm not going to clean out bunches of them because you know how I love my dragons, and I do remake them several times. So I don't know that I would get rid of those, but I will, you know, I will try. I have a lot of molds that I need to make more space for other molds. And yeah, I got yeah, watch hours. They do. They do suck. I'm here lately. I've been trying not to make my dragon burning one was 2 hours long. Well, okay. Good to know. Hi, Miss Margaret. Yay, Miss Margaret's here. Hi, Miss Margaret. Here's what I did, Miss Margaret. I'm pretty sure if you haven't seen my video where I did the wood burning of the dragon, here's my dragon. I finished it tonight. I colored it and I clear coated it. There's my dragon that I did. It was a wood burning. I think it turned out great. I love it. I love it. It's all nice and shiny. I love it. I didn't know that, Kevin, but I will keep a hold of them because I have a bunch of shipping receipts. I just shipped a box to Mr. Runick today. And I'm constantly shipping boxes to people. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, we will. You've been a great help, Kevin. You and Runick and Grumpy and all the other woodworkers. Yeah, I know. I know. I do make a playlist. Every time I set I make a playlist every time I do a video. So yeah, it needs to be put on a playlist and just ran. And Miss Margaret, I'm only 20 people away from my 1,000 subscribers. Yay! 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 Thank you, Miss Margaret. Oh, I'm excited now. Yay! Three-headed dragon. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for that one. Oh, man. I will be so excited to get that one. Thank you, Miss Margaret. I did, however, I did fall down the Timu rabbit hole again. Hey, Bear. No need. Just let me. Thank you, Miss Stormy. Hey, Bear. This was my finished product tonight, Bear. This was my dragon wood burning that I did earlier in the week. And I colored it and I finished it off with some resin. It's nice and shiny, Bear. And I really like the colors. There's what I did tonight, Bear. I finished coloring my dragon that I wood burned. I haven't done any carving yet, but I did this wood burning. Nice piece of live edge wood. It's all nice and shiny now. I love it. I love this. I love my dragons. You need to carve a dragon, Miss Bear. I don't really like dragons, but that is freaking awesome. I love dragons. I love dragons. I do. I love doing dragons. I do. A lot of the stuff I do is dragons. Here's a dragon coaster. It's hard to see because I made it clear. It's dragon. It's a dragon. Yay! I haven't done. I don't know. My first carving's gonna contain a dragon. Yes, my first wood carving will contain a dragon. Sorry, it's gonna have a dragon in it. Because I'm gonna do my Beadinkrazy Custom Creations logo, and I'm gonna do a wood carving of it, and then I'm gonna color it and clear coat it. I just love it. I mean, it turned out pretty cool. It's cool. I mean, most people don't like dragons, but I do. I like dragons. I like skulls. I like bears. Oh, Bear, what I need to see you make is a small standing wooden bear. Yeah, I need a small standing wooden bear. Because my husband was in the Mikase tribe with Boy Scouts, and that was his Indian name, Standing Wooden Bear. Chainsaw carving. Oh, wow. Yep. I got to see that one. I love my dragons. Sorry. I love my dragons. I love my skulls. I love my gnomes. Those are the ones I do a lot of. You can handle that? Cool. That was his Mikase tribe name. I have his whole Mikase tribe costume. I didn't know what to do with it after he passed, so I bought a shadow box and I put his whole costume in all of it in a shadow box. What's his channel name? Bear? You like gnomes? I do a lot of gnomes. I do. And I probably will carve some gnomes too, because I like gnomes. What's Kyle's YouTube channel? So I can check it out. Kyle Hall, woodworker. And gotta find a piece of paper here to write that down. Okay, I will check it out because I want to see that dragon. I want to see that dragon, dang it. We like magical creatures here. We do. Wow. Why have I not seen him though? I don't get that. I don't know why I haven't seen him. Yeah, I like magical creatures. I do. Let me see if I can find it. Because I don't know why I would have never seen that one. Because I checked out a lot of. Oh, guess you gotta spell it right, K. Don't type wrong. Kyle Hall chainsaw carving. Is that the one? Okay, that's probably it right there. Got it. Got it. I can't wait to see that one. I'm gonna look up that one too. What is it? I wrote it down. Let's find it. Let me look that one up too while I'm at it. Does he carve snakes? Is that what he's carving? I'm trying to see here. Why am I not finding his channel? Let me find this. Let's go to this one. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Let me turn it down. Skip the commercial so I can get there. No. I don't want to buy stuff. I want to subscribe. There you go. Subscribed. Got it. Got it. Subscribe to both of them. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a big bear there. Oh, man. Could you imagine running into that in the dark? Ah, you should have made it glow in the dark. Yeah. Can you imagine running into that 6'5" 6'5" bear in the dark? Oh, that would, yeah, yeah. It's your guardian there, bear. Hope the kids don't hit it. Yeah, I would hope they wouldn't hit it too, cause that'd be one messed up vehicle there. Hitting a bear. A wooden bear. Yeah. You can mess your vehicle up real easy that way. Yeah. Put a hunting vest on him. I think he should have made his eyes or something glow in the dark. I wouldn't care whether they liked it or not, really. I would make his eyes glow in the dark, really. Put a hunting vest on him. Make his eyes glow in the dark. That would scare the bejesus out of somebody. And you know, my husband bought a bunch of Halloween gargoyles before he passed. Don't forget the hat. Yeah, he's got to have a hat too. Don't face him towards the house until you make his eyes glow in the dark. That'd be enough to freak anybody out. Yeah, I tell you the truth. I want to all those gargoyles that my husband bought. I want to make them glow in the dark. Oh yeah, I want them to glow. Now I didn't put them out last year because I couldn't get my sons over here to get them out of the attic. So I am going to put them out because I want to make them glow. Oh, doggone it, Bear. Doggone it. I don't know if I'd be allowed to have it in my neighborhood. Probably the neighborhood association would probably get me for it. Besides, I probably couldn't afford it. Yeah, I love gargoyles. He bought like 3 of them from the spirit store at $200 a pop. And one of them, eyes light up, fog comes out his mouth, and yeah, he's cool. And there you go, Natalie. You got it. You got it. Then you can hide your security camera in it. Yeah, I would love to put one up in my yard, but I don't know that they'd let me. Someone would probably complain about it. Be my luck. Although I could put it in my backyard where only one could see it would be me. Except for my dogs would pee on it. They'd pee on it every time they went outside. Of course, I got one dog, Master Shredder. He'd probably chew on it. Good night, Bear. Thank you for stopping by. Please hit the like button. Thank you. I don't know. I'm thinking that, I'd love to have one and have the glowing eyes or put security cams in it. That would be awesome and scare the living bejesus out of people. I would think that would be cool, really. See ya. Good night, Bear. Good night, Boss Lady. I think that would be awesome. I do. I think my neighbors would probably gripe about it, really. I can see them griping about it, really. Well, I guess I should shag out of here too, guys. I need to go upstairs and see what my freaking dogs are. I don't have any packages coming. I got a package. I got a blessing today from Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie. So I don't have any other packages coming. Except for Timu, Miss Natalie. Miss Natalie, I'll be making a bunch of dragons when that Temu order gets here. Because I think there was like 26 dragons in that order that were on. Great idea, Miss Stormy. Great idea. What do you want? I could see somebody really crapping their pants. That'd be a great idea. What do you want? Yeah, I'd love to put that one up. Yeah, I did. I went crazy. I went Temu crazy. I ordered about 26 dragon molds. But they were all on clearance. I didn't pay full price for any of them. And most of them were fondant molds. Like the little one I just did the other day, the little dragon on the moon. There was two or three different ones of that where they had different dragons. Good night, Stormy. Thank you for dropping by. Love you. Yeah, I can't wait. I don't know. One came, but I haven't seen any of the others yet. So I'm sure they'll be here soon. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate you all. And I enjoy more than you know hanging out with everybody on Friday nights. So I'm going to say goodnight. I will see everyone. If I don't, I'll see you next Friday. I'm sure I'll be doing some videos in between then because I want to do my angel. And I've got some others that Miss Jeannie and Mr. Allen sent me. I want to do some more dragon coasters. I don't know that I'm not going to do them in the promise. I'll do them in something different. So good night, Miss Natalie. Good night, Cindy. Good night, Jeannie. Good night, Grumpy. Good night, everyone. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. Goodbye, everyone. See you next Friday.